Good evening, YouTube. It's Saturday again. Once again, you have the three middle-aged dudes just bullshitting about nothing. Right now, we're going to go over a few trailer reactions. In this first video, we're going to talk about the newest Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 trailer, which was released out on Thursday. Some of us had, well, all of us had the opportunity to go ahead and watch it. Some of us not too excited. As you can see, the theme is already doing the double face palm thing. And what we're going to do is we're going to spend a few minutes to go ahead and give our thoughts on it. The floor is open, guys. Okay.
Well, one positive I think is that Bebop and Rocksteady look actually Bebop and Rocksteady like the '80s cartoon, and then the Shredder is Asian, so they actually got an Asian to do Shredder this time.
Yeah.
Of course, explosion. Michael Bay. I don't know. April stole some mutagen and brought it back, and I don't know. And there looks like the turtles are kind of the trailer, right? It looks like the turtles are kind of want to turn human, but it looks like they're fighting that fight if they want to try to turn human again. Because there's a couple of scenes in there that did that.
Yeah.
Wait, again? They were never human to fucking begin with.
No. I don't mean again as they were human. I'm talking about like not wanting to be turtles is what I'm saying.
Yeah. They were always turtles!
Well...
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Look, all right. Bebop and Rocksteady look like Bebop and Rock. Okay, applaud for that. But even in the trailer, you could tell the CG. You could just tell the fakeness. Oh God! If you can tell that in a fucking trailer, you're in trouble. You're in very, very big trouble here. Okay, so you got a Technodrome can fly. You mean to tell me it's going to be hovering over a city?
Well, it actually looked like it actually kind of looked like the mothership out of ID4, if you ask me.
Right. Yes.
I didn't connect it to be the Technodrome.
Yeah.
They're gonna do that.
Yeah.
The mutagen was not green ooze; it was light blue. How do you fuck that up? Okay. Yes, that's nitpicking a bit. If you say that, fuck you, all right? You can't get green ooze correctly. You mean to tell me your budget wasn't for like some green slime that we had in the 80s?
Doesn't Nickelodeon still own the copyright for
point? I was just about this. I was about
to television.
You can't look. I'm sure they got shampoo that still exists about the green slime. They do it every once in a while on their fucking Kids' Choice Awards. Are you telling me by Nickelodeon Films that they couldn't find some green ooze?
I don't know. They could have went ahead and busted out a bottle of palm olive, and it would have worked fine too. I think the thing about the trailer, if I were to give my short thoughts on it, is that if you're a fan of the 80s cartoon, it looks a lot like the 80s cartoon. On the flip side, it looks a lot like the 80s cartoon. Okay, now whether or not that's something that floats your boat, especially with the styling that they have the turtles now ever since the last movie, it's hard to go ahead and kind of settle in and say, okay, this is something that I want to go ahead and see. Now I don't think this is for me. In fact, after seeing the first movie, I know this isn't for me. I fucking know it's not for me. So.
Well, I understand why they changed the turtles. I mean, that's with the times, but they changed them so dramatic. Each one, I mean, maybe it's because, the first Turtles movie where the only thing that really distinguished them between each other are their weapons and their sash, the different colored sashes. They went way overboard with the faces and the body builds. I agree, Reverend. It's not for me. Definitely, this is not for me. I can't do it. I just.
Here's the thing about it. Their personalities are supposed to set them apart. You're not supposed to tell the personalities with their outfits. They're supposed to act that. They're supposed to, and they're supposed to react with each other as brothers with their own personality to every single situation to make it funny, to make it more dramatic, or even to have the action flow that way. They tried to shove down our throats, oh, Megan Fox is sexy. They're still trying to fucking do that. Yeah, she takes off wigs, she buttons it. I'm like, oh, come on. All right, look.
One thing too is we forgot to mention real quick is Casey Jones. I mean, do you think he does a good Casey Jones?
Because he wasn't worth fucking mentioning.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Stephen Amell is way too pretty to be Casey Jones. All right.
Right.
If you ask me personally, and it's not just from the 80s movie, the first two Turtles movies. It's also kind of because of the comic book, the original comic book. If you ask me what Casey Jones should be, he's a sports nut who's fucking insane. All right, he's decided to go ahead and put a hockey mask on and beat the shit out of criminals, at night on his free time. Okay, if Batman wasn't rich, he would fucking be Casey Jones. Okay, that's what I gotta say. All right,
yeah.
If Batman was living in Section 8 housing, he would be fucking Casey Jones. All right,
well,
that's how it would be.
One thing too is that it looks like that there's a love interest between there too. From the video, from that trailer,
You saw that.
I saw that a mile away. I'm like, oh, here we go.
You're supposed to build that up.
Yeah, and
I'm not the first time seeing her. Like, oh, I'm head over heels for her. That's what I got from that trailer. I'm like, wait a minute. Casey Jones and April O'Neil hated each other.
I'm not like I said, part of that is the fact, part of the reason why it worked that way in the movies and also in the comic book is, like I said, Casey Jones was a rough, crazy motherfucker, all right? Stephen Amell is pretty. Okay? There is a reason why during the first few seasons of Arrow, when he was just the main character who's going out there shooting arrows into bad guys' chests, every fucking billboard he was on out in fucking LA had him running around without his fucking shirt on, okay? He looks like an underwear model. All right?
Calvin Klein or something, right?
Exactly. Okay? And it's, I'm not going to sit there. That's not his fault. Obviously, I think he's probably a fan, just like he's a fan of wrestling. That's the reason why he ended up in that WrestleMania, that pay-per-view match a while back, right? He's probably a fan of the Turtles. I'm not going to hold that against him. And guess what? They're probably paying him too. So I'm really not going to hold that against him. But as I said just 3 minutes ago, I don't think not that I don't think, I know this movie is not for me.
As Graymouse pointed out, hi, I'm Casey Jones. Doing and that is ridiculous. As Graymouse said, they hated each other. They did not connect. They had to build that. They had to build cartoons. Yeah, exactly. In the cartoons, they had to build that. Even in the previous movies, they had to build that. Now it's all right. Get that love shit over with and let us do more explosions. That's basically the Michael Bay thing, and it's like, come on, dude. Shredder's Asian. They shouldn't have fucked that up from the get-go. They shouldn't. No. And then you have Bebop and Rocksteady. Yeah, CG.
Like you said, when the upside and the downsides are both the fact that it reminds you of the 80s cartoon, maybe something's wrong. I understand changing their looks because they want to go ahead and update them for modern times. They don't look as offensive, they don't look like they're related to Shrek as much this time around. But they still look like trolls. And that's, unfortunately, I don't think this movie is going to stop offering us stuff to go ahead and tear apart. Final thoughts, guys?
Not for me.
Not for you.
Not for me.
it completely disconnected me with the turtles jumping out of the fucking plane. Are you serious? And I know they want to put a little bit of comic in there with Raphael hitting the wind. Come on, not for me.
Not for you. Yeah.
Not for me either. It's just they're trying to shove too much in front of us, and they're trying to emphasize that okay, we have a love interest. Okay, yeah, the turtles are back. Yeah, this is a Michael Bay movie. They have to shove that. They have to shove that. Okay, yeah, look at all this shit in the air and no Air Force in sight. And yeah, only these 4 turtles are your only fucking hope. And yeah, and fucking explosions and buildings being torn apart and yeah, and blue ooze that could maybe turn turtles into humans.
Now, okay, no. I was gonna stop my thoughts until that was brought up again. Okay, that if there's one thing that that causes me to sit there and look at this trailer and really say, really, fuck you, Michael Bay, is that, or actually, it may not even be Michael Bay's fault, but I'm gonna say fuck you anyways because those explosions, those are right up your alley. All right, but whoever you got to go ahead and create the storyline and write the script and say that all of a sudden they want to be human. Look, I understand they want to go ahead and literally break out of their shells and not be confined in the sewers or running around being freaks or whatever the hell it is. But that has never, ever, ever been an issue
Before.
with the Turtles.
The only issue that, see, they changed it. The issue was to get Splinter human again.
Yeah.
That was what that was for. Not to change themselves.
It's, yeah.
And if you have the ooze, Splinter's right there, it's over.
Yeah, but they never started from that. That's the whole thing.
No. Yeah. So, yeah, not for us.
Not for me. Not for me. Although it's probably not going to stop us from tearing apart these trailers and taking royal shit on the movie when it finally comes out. You know.
I didn't see the first one.
Yeah.
Hey, there's always Spider-Man. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to see this in the studios or in the movie theaters. All right.
Look, we have our bad movie nights and all, but I don't want to see this.
Is it going to be any worse than Ricky O?
There is Sharktopus.
Oh my God.
I mean, we've got other things too. I mean, they. All right. With that, folks, that's our general reaction to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 trailer that just was released out. I've got a feeling that there are more that are going to end up in front of us, and you're going to see a few more videos of us doing this exact same thing. Coming to the end saying, it's not for me. With that, this is the Reverend.
Theme is here.
Graymouse 1.
We'll see us pretty soon in the next video. Go ahead and close it out. Theme.
Why did they have to do this? Credits.